Mark and Paulette here, the two travelers in Mexico, and today we're going to talk to you about 10 reasons to retire in Mexico. Now, I'm going to start with the first one, and that is when you're retired, every day is Taco Tuesday here in Mexico. And they do have a lot of fantastic taco stands, whether it's on the street or in the restaurants. It's all very good.
That's number one.
That's number one.
Number two is in Mexico, tequila, mezcal, guacamole, and avocados are abundant everywhere you go.
And sometimes it all goes together in a meal. Just saying.
That's a good combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These our Mexican friends have taught me a lot of different ways to use.
Oh,
a
and
lot of
micheladas.
Oh, micheladas.
Micheladas too.
Yeah.
So if you've never had a michelada, you just need to come down to Mexico and check one out. See what you think of them.
Oh yeah, and there are. It seems like a million different ways to make a michelada with different flavors and tastes. Número tres. Mexico's climate. There are a range of different climates here, and there's a climate really for pretty much everyone, from the hot and humid beaches to where we live in the Central Highlands, the more moderate
temperatures,
not much humidity, but still where it's 6,400 feet, and the highs might get into the mid 80s. The lows do get kind of cold in January and February, maybe in the 40s.
It can go up to 90s here,
Yeah.
low 90s,
Yeah.
like maybe 91, 92, something like that. But what Mark's talking is about is like June, July, and August. Wait a minute. June, July, and August is the rainy season.
The rainy season.
Sorry.
Yeah. Something that, coming from California, we were not used to in the beginning, because the rainy season is like October, November, December, January there. But here it's actually the rainy season during what we would consider the summer months.
Right. But also the months of like November, December, January, and February, or it just depends. It might be like the end of November to like maybe the middle of February. It gets pretty cold at night, and in the morning the temperatures drop to like 40.
Yeah.
So it is a little chilly.
Yep.
At least in this area, and we don't live by the beach. So the beach, you'll have your, 100+ weather. You'll have your humidity.
At 90% or something like that.
Yeah, but you'll have your beaches. If
Yeah.
you're a beach bum, that'll be perfect for you. You'll enjoy that.
And even at this elevation, we don't get snow here. The snow, it comes much higher. Maybe you're on the 8,000 foot level. Whereas in the United States, where we live, if we lived at 6,400 feet in the United States, we'd be getting snow throughout the winter.
Right.
So.
Okay. And one other thing that I wanted to say, that in Mexico, there's a lot of casual wear. So your jeans, casual. You don't have to dress up or anything like that. I do think that maybe Mexico City, there's a little bit more dressing up to be done there. But, if you want to live by the beach, wear your shorts, your tank tops, whatever you want to do, and just kick back, enjoy your life.
Yep. Every day is a hang 10 day at the beach. That, by the way, was número cuatro. Now we are on número cinco. Número cinco, the food. I've never had so much amazing food in my life, and literally you can walk out your door, walk a block, go in a restaurant, and have fantastic food, or even, sometimes maybe 2 blocks or whatever, but...
Or those little coaches, or those little, just side little street food.
Roadside stands and stuff. It's all, the food here is just fantastic.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
It's really good, and I gotta say, the flavor is very good. Very good.
Yeah. Paulette will do flavor, but not spicy hot. That just gets her. It's like what most people consider mild is like a 5-alarm fire in her mouth.
It is. I'm just a sensitive girl. What can I say? But yeah, there's a lot of flavor in Mexican food, for sure. Número 6 would be the people. The people, we've been here now for a little over 2 years, and I'll tell you what, the people make Mexico, I think. I mean, you're going to hear your horror stories, and you're going to hear about cartels and, you know, gangs and stuff like that, and we haven't seen that, thank God, but we're not in the drug scene either.
No.
But the people here are just fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
They truly are. I mean, we had people, like when I was, after my operation, we had people stopping by here to see how I was doing, bringing me all sorts of candy, which was pretty cool. I like that a lot, of course. I had quite a sugar
we
high
got
going
text
for a while.
messages from, you know, our gringo friends, our Mexican friends, checking up on him. It was really nice, really nice. And everywhere that we've traveled, I'd say within Mexico, the states that we've covered, visiting anyhow, there's 32 states. We've had just, I don't even know the word, I'm speechless. Just the interaction with the Mexican people is just speaks to your heart.
Yeah.
Just so kind, just so inviting, so warm, friendly.
They are kind, loving, and as Paulette said, warm, friendly people.
Yeah.
You know, they'll, you know, many times we've been out in our driveway or in the street in front of our house, and people just walk up and start talking to us.
Well, even when we've been in town or whatever,
Yeah.
we'll get people that'll stop us and talk to us.
Yeah.
You know, because first of all, they think that we're tourists. They think that we're just visiting.
Yeah.
And then once we start telling them that we live here in Mexico, and then they want to know a little bit more, and they're happy that we moved to their country. And I mean, you can just get into a whole, you know.
And they all like say, thank you for coming to my country, and it's just amazing.
It's very amazing.
Numero, if I can hold up my fingers right, siete. We're going to talk about utility cost.
Well, cost of living.
Cost of living in general, yeah. When I first was doing research online, I figured we could live here on about 40% of what it took to live in the United States, and specifically in California. And that's just about right. It may be even a little bit less than that. And there's a number of reasons for that. Number one, as an example, our electric bill runs us what, about 220, 230 pesos every 2 months.
Every 2 months.
Which is like $11 or $12 US.
Right.
I mean, where we were living, our electric bill alone would be probably $150 a month or more.
Easily.
The food is a lot less expensive here, especially if you shop in the mercados and some of the little tiendas. You know, you can get, I mean, how many avocados, as an example, would you say you could get for like $5?
I don't know.
8 or 10?
No, I think you're over exaggerating there. I don't know, because they bundle everything together for me.
Yeah, that's good.
So, you know, they do everything by weight. So, or kilos. So I don't know. I don't know, because I buy tons of stuff together, and then he basically puts it on the scale, does it. I don't really pay too much attention until I hear what the total is.
Yeah.
So, and it's always a reasonable price. Probably weekly we spend for fruits and vegetables, I'd say about $12 to $15 a week.
And those are for, how many bags of groceries would you say that is, 3 or 4?
No, I would say two.
Oh, okay.
2 bags. 2 bags. You know, a cantaloupe, a watermelon, you know, 8 to 10 zucchinis, jicama, probably 6 to 8 avocados. I'm trying to think what else we normally buy on a weekly basis. That's like my regular, bell peppers and cucumbers.
Right. I'm still going with 3 bags. She says 2. I say 3 pretty good.
Well, they fill them up pretty good.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I love getting my fresh produce all the time from the locals here. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually go once a week, maybe twice, it depends, but at least once a week for sure. And the utilities, like Mark was saying, is pretty reasonable. But again, we're not by the beaches either. You probably might have to run your air conditioning more like by Puerto Vallarta, Yucatan, places like that. You're going to have a little bit more heat.
Right. And we're not in an expat community, which tends to drive the prices up.
Right. Exactly.
Numero 8.
Ocho. I think it's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
Medical care. I'd say it's pretty good to excellent here in Mexico. The cost is just so much cheaper than it is north of the border, for sure. I think the care is very good that we've experienced. Mark just recently had a surgery, an overnight stay here at the hospital that ran us right below $2,000
for everything.
For the surgery, the anesthesia,
the room.
Yeah, I mean, which is pretty darn reasonable, I think. Surgeon's fee, everything.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and
an operation that maybe probably runs into the tens of thousands of dollars in the United States.
Tens or thousands. I don't even think tens or thousands exist in the U.S.
Well,
I mean, maybe with a share that you pay from, your medical coverage, or if you have Medicare Part A and B and a supplemental, maybe. But, for what we've gotten here with the care from going to doctors, laboratories, diagnostic, to the hospital surgery that Mark had, it's just been incredible. The time that they spend with you can be a half an hour to an hour.
Yeah. I mean, we've even gone into a lot of these pharmacies will have a doctor attached to them. And we've even gone into, have them check us out for various things, and they might charge like 50 pesos, and sometimes you'll be in there for 45 minutes or an hour.
Right, and 50 pesos is about $2.50. To maybe 100 pesos, $5. I mean, and you get really good care. They really take the time. They really ask you a lot of questions. They really examine you. It's not like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, a lot of the medical facilities are in the United States, and I could say that because I live there. Like where the doctor's like on a time watch, right? You get like, 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes with the patient at a lot of places.
Yeah.
You just feel that in and out kind of door service rather than really taking the time to find out details and questions and more information that they're getting from you, that they're collecting, more information to make that final diagnosis or whatever.
They're more patient, client oriented. They want to spend the amount of time that it takes with you to thoroughly diagnose your situation or whatever you might have going on. Unlike where we lived in the United States, as Paulette was saying, you might see your doctor for like 5 minutes, give you the quick once over.
That's what it feels like.
And then he goes off and,
Right. And a lot of the prescriptions that you would get, like in the U.S., maybe in Canada. I haven't lived in Canada, visited twice. But they're over the counter. Like my thyroid medication is over the counter. I don't need a prescription for that at all. Many medications you can get over the counter. You do not need a prescription. You do not need a prescription many times for going into a laboratory. So it's just different here. And many of the laboratories will ask you for your phone number, and they'll WhatsApp you later on your results, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, WhatsApp is huge here.
Yeah, very
It's
big.
their main method of communication, I think. So, Número 9. In a lot of metro areas, in fact, most metro areas, there are a lot of things available. High-speed fiber optic internet is available. Really modern, up-to-date hospitals are available.
Cable TV.
Cable TV, of course, yeah. There are, Mexico is, at least in the metro areas, it's very up-to-date on modern technology, internet service, and things
Modern
of that nature.
appliances.
Yeah.
You know, all of that. All, you know, you'll find a lot of name brands.
And name brands you recognize from the U.S. Maytag.
Yeah. What's the other one?
We've seen here.
Whirlpool.
Whirlpool is here.
Maytag, Whirlpool. Oh, what's that other one? LG.
LG is here, yeah. Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I think that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah, a lot of the major appliance electronic brands are here.
Número 10. Many people who retire here from United States, Canada, some other places, live like, I don't know, king and queens, I guess you could say, where you know they couldn't afford that lifestyle wherever they lived because of the cost of living. Here, the affordability to have a maid, the affordability to have a gardener, the affordability to have a live-in provider, nanny for your child, and lastly, a cook. You can have your own cook. So those are things that some people find that their money will go a long ways and they can get that. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I'm just saying some people that, you know, want that, they can get that here too.
Right.
They couldn't get that where they lived, but they can get that here in Mexico if that's what they want.
Yeah. And how many of those services do we have?
None.
None.
Zero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero.
But they are available in very reasonable,
Prices.
very reasonable pricing.
Right.
So all in all, you can come here and escape your stressed out lifestyle from working in the U.S. or another country. Come to Mexico, let all of that stuff go, and live a very relaxing, comfortable.
No, it was laid back, relaxing.
And live a laid back, relaxing
Just start over
lifestyle.
again. Just. Okay, so basically what we're saying is that retiring in Mexico can lead to a very laid back, relaxing, comfortable, affordable lifestyle.
Yeah, you can come here and just feel the stress melt away from, you know, all of the stresses related to work and whatever things going on in the U.S., trying to make ends meet, paying your bills, stuff like that. You can come to Mexico, live a fantastic lifestyle, meet some amazing people here, and just really, truly enjoy life here.
I mean, every day, and I've said this on other videos, both of us feel so blessed that Mexico let us in here to live because we love it.
Yeah.
We absolutely love our lives in Mexico. We really do. We have zero regrets.
Yeah, we feel very privileged to be living here.
We do.
So,
We feel very privileged. And as always, if you like what we're doing,
please consider subscribing. Check out our Facebook page, also called The Two Travelers in Mexico.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And from the two Mexicans.
No.
From the two travelers in Mexico.
What she did.
Bye guys. See you in the next video.